As I'm watching her, I'm
Our
like,
next guest is no stranger to the importance of having a support system. It's one thing to believe in someone, it's another to join alongside for the ride. The latter is true for Craig Kent, who is often that for those looking to accomplish their first group run or their first 50K. Craig exemplifies the importance of having a companion. Even as we prepare for our conversation, he is stopped at each section. Each engagement shows how much importance Craig puts into the individual, an admirable trait that effortlessly flows into his run walk community. Let's dive right in. So, one thing that I know about you is you always are willing to accompany people during their journey. And from my connection with you, I've noticed that anyone who wants to do anything crazy, now anything, whether it be from a mile to a 50K to a 100K, you've always been there to provide a companion, so to speak, and to help with them, not just be encouraging, but be with them the entire step. Every step that they take, you're with them as part of that. So my question to you is, what does companion mean to you, and how does that impact your run walk journey in that space?
Yeah, it's really good question. I have had some pretty awesome people in my life. I mean, my parents have always been around, which has been amazing. Friends that have stood beside me. And so for me, I don't like to say I have a gift of running. Running works for me. My running is a form of mental health and physical. And I know it's not easy to get outside of my normal day to day
Yeah.
or someone's day to day. All the noise we have in life, sometimes you need somebody to help you quiet that, get past it. And so for me, I just want to be that for somebody. I have had times in my life where I have needed my spouse, my kids, my family, friends to get through that noise
Yeah.
and help remind me that I can do something. And so if we can just be that, if I can be that for someone, I think that it goes a long way.
Yeah.
Because sometimes you just need an added little boost. It's like the little train that
Yeah.
could, right? It's like you just need somebody to tell you can. And you've seen it in everything
Yeah.
you do, and I've seen it. It's like people have the ability. They just sometimes have that little bit of an excuse that they've got to get past. And sometimes they just need somebody to say, just let it go
Wow.
and go do it. That's companion to me. And sometimes it's as simple as that. And then sometimes it's, hey, not I need to, but I want to, because I'm now thrilled to see them do their thing.
Right.
Whether that's a mile, whether that's 3 miles, or whether that's a 50 or 100. Yeah, I mean, if I've got the time and I've got the support on my side and my family, and I can show up for somebody, let's do it.
That's pretty dope, actually. So with that, what do you account for being a good companion in those circumstances when you have to, if say for people who are looking to try to be that for someone else, especially when they're coming to walking and running, what three things would you tie to, if there's three?
Yeah.
But what do you account for those to lead to success and being a good companion in those goals?
I like that you gave me 3, and I don't know if I'll be able to give it to 3, and maybe
That's fine.
I will, but I think first and foremost, you have to be malleable. I think you have to be able to adapt to the person, but also don't adapt so far from yourself that there's a reason you're there with them. There's a reason they wanted you in their circle, or that you found.
Yeah.
I don't know if I believe in fate. I don't know what I believe in that regards, but I think that connections happen for a reason. And so if somebody is allowing me space in their circle, in their life, then I'm going to be malleable. They're going to be a little bit malleable. And that's how we create, I go back to this, we're always like this Venn diagram, right?
Yeah.
There's always shared experiences. But I think you have to be malleable.
Yeah.
And in malleability, I think you have to give, this is with running, this is with life right now.
Yeah.
We got to give each other grace. Because I might, let's say you and I go out and we're running a 20 miler together.
Yeah.
And I've never run past 15 miles with Chris Glover.
Yeah.
I might say something that you're like, oh, that's not going to trigger me to want to go farther. It's not going to trigger me to do what I need in this moment. You give me a little grace. I give you a little grace to say, oh, you know what? Hey, we're learning each other.
Right.
I've got to be malleable and give each other grace in that. And then the other thing for me is just, honestly, it sounds so freaking cliche. It's showing up. It's honestly,
no, that's facts though.
It's not easy because we all have crazy schedules, but honestly, when you can, and you have to give yourself grace on this one.
Yeah.
You can't be at everything. You can't do everything for everyone, and I struggle with that personally.
Yeah.
But when you can show up, and you don't always have to be at the front to show up. You can be the back of the pack, running wise, or the picture, or in the corner, just showing people that you were there for them.
Wow, that's deep. It's funny because I was just reading through a book. One of the training books I've been reading through talks about the importance of grace, especially when it comes to training with others and just giving people. Sometimes you adjust what you're used to accommodate for one individual or the group. So that notion is so important. And grace is one of my favorite things to talk about. I feel like everyone deserves grace in any aspect, and I think that's what really yields to a healthy running, walking relationship with others and with the sport itself for each individual is giving yourself grace. And when you go into being a companion for others, giving them that same grace, tempering their expectations. That hits home. That hits really deep. I'm a little lost for words, but for a good reason, though. I guess the last question I would have for you then is, would there be anything else you would like to share in regards to that, or just any suggestions around running and walking for those who are new or experienced, or any words of wisdom you'd like to pass?
I really, I appreciate always seeing you and talking to you. There's an energy with you, and we've talked about the energy in Columbus is just, it's different. It's not that it's not competitive.
Yeah.
Trust me, there's a bunch of people out there doing awesome competitive things, but it never feels like they're showing up and competing against each other when they show up to things. And I think that's the thing is like, find where you are in your journey. And if your journey can intersect with someone and you have the space for that, or they have the space for it. And I think that's what we've done with the Run Club. It's what I've tried to do.
Yeah.
I mess it up all the time. Sometimes I overdo it. I overthink it. Grace, finding that space to also give myself grace to understand, hey, I took this on, I can't do this. And so for me, honestly, I have seen great examples in our community. I didn't run in a run. I ran by myself.
Wow.
99.9% of the time, 3.5 years ago. We started this run club, and I met some key people in the running community in Columbus, the Chris Glovers of the world, the Stretch Murphys of the world, the Maliks of the world. There's people in our run club that I feel like I've known them forever. The Connors, the Gregs.
Yeah.
I mean, I could talk forever about go watch an Emma do a
Right.
50K for the, there's so many, Hannah doing there's so many people doing cool things. And so if you are thinking about running, walking, I always say marathon knitting, whatever your thing is, embrace it. If you need a friend to help push you over that, there's always somebody to help you and not just beat you up over it.
Yeah.
To encourage you. That's what you need to surround yourself with. And there's very cool opportunities in this community right now that I don't think are competing with one another. I think even if they're talking day to day or not talking at all, we're doing it in a cool. And so really just get yourself connected, show up.
Yeah.
Don't be afraid to show up. I know it can be nerve-wracking to take your first step at running.
Right.
Joining a group, it's a pretty cool vibe that's going on right now in Columbus. I think a lot of people are doing cool things. So for me, it's just show up, give yourself grace, be malleable yourself, be open to things going on around you. And you're going to have good days and you're going to have some bad days.
Right.
And just go with it.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Well, I appreciate your time. Where can people find you? Where can people find the Run Club?
I mean, we're a German Village Running Club. We meet Mondays at 5:45 p.m. and then 6:45 a.m.s on Wednesday morning. Yeah, I mean, and if anybody wants to reach out, we get messages all the time about people that I don't do this pace, I don't do this pace. Look, just show up. We'll figure it out. We don't always have a walking group. We don't always have a run walk group. We go out at a 10:30 pace as kind of a community pace, but that's not even dictated. We just kind of go as a unit. That's where you can find us. German Village Run Club. I don't have my own social. I'm on there. So if somebody messages,
Right.
they know that
They'll get to you.
they're probably getting Craig. So
Yes.
yeah. But thank you for this time. I really appreciate it.
No, it's truly my pleasure.